under attack. Need help.
Hello, everyone. We are back in space this episode, continuing our playthrough of Dead Sun. I'm recording this intro pretty late, so I'm going to keep it short and get right into the recap. Immediately following the battle with the Kakarikis, Rats was overcome with a strange sensation and began moving quickly towards the obelisk. Domash, Kima, and EP follow their friend in an attempt to restrain him. Shortly thereafter, the pull that Rats felt dissipated. EP then moves towards the obelisk and detects a life form. Kima throws a rock into the foliage surrounding the obelisk. After a moment, a large plant-like creature rushes out towards them and begins assaulting them. After several brutal bites from the creature known as a Ricinia, the party subdues it with laser fire and flame. Rats discovers that this obelisk is simply an observation tower and finds some writing at the base, which he is able to discern the meaning. It notes the name of a temple called the Temple of the 12. And now, on to the episode. P.S. Stay tuned after the credits for a funny clip that got recorded before we started actually getting into the episode.
Chris, our last we left off, our heroes are recovering from fighting a giant plant that wasn't EP.
Wait, that wasn't
Are you
EP?
sure?
Brother, grab my hand.
I heal the plant creature.
You walk over and try to heal it. It's all burnt up. It's not working. It's resistant. Stop resisting.
Stop resisting.
It's 2018 EP. You can't say that.
Can I make a check?
Yes! Make a check!
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, what?
now that
I don't know.
what are we making a check for?
I just read about some crazy old temple.
Didn't you just make a check on it?
I made a check for
Reading it?
it.
That's right.
To not interpret it. It's a different.
Me and Domash are over on the side, just like sitting down in the shade.
Having a nice picnic.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, man. We got some like ham and cheese sandwiches. Got some grapes.
It's this great cookbook I got called Charles.
I found it.
Cooking with Charles.
Cooking with Charles. It's a really, really, really old cookbook, passed down generations in my family.
Like half the ingredients are like scratched off, so it's really hard to make it out.
A lot of it just says lizard. I don't know what that's about.
There's this weird adult section in the back of the book, and it's mostly just pictures of some old guy.
Mom always told me to stay away from the back of the book. When you're older, we'll tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything to know about an ancient temple of...
Yeah, is there like a culture
Was
check?
it in a video game that Rats played once?
Oh, yes. It was.
Temple
It's called Temple of the 12.
Temple Raider? Oh.
I love that game.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Keanu!
Yeah, actually, you don't have to make a check so much as just refer to the notes that you got from Hakim Zahn.
Oh shit, that was the last place. Right?
Yes.
That he talked about?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely
All right.
remember that.
I play the recording again.
Oh, shit.
So you have to say it exactly the same as the last time.
Can we
Chris.
just pull the audio from...
Nope.
No? Alright, let me shuffle my
Yes.
old-timey papers around
I
here.
miss the car shop, guys. Can we get back to that? That was a simpler time.
Listen,
Most of them are dead.
I am in jail now.
I think one of them's dead.
The other one got murdered in prison.
Oh.
God, really?
Wow. That's pretty harsh.
Yeah. Prison's harsh.
I kind of hope we go back and there's going to be like wanted and there's going to be a picture of Kima's face for the
Dead or alive?
for the murder for 2 crimes.
And she's walking
Pulling a
around.
fire alarm.
She's got like a fake beard on. She's like, I don't know who that is.
It's like in Monty Python, Life of Brian, when they're at the stoning and the guys, all the women are wearing like those fake beards, and she's like, "He did it," and he's like, "Are there any women here today?" I'm like, no. I love that movie.
When did you marry it?
So, from what you realize, when you're going back to the data pad and looking at Hakim Zahn's notes, you recall from Dr. Al-Nuwaf that this temple was in a place called the Forsaken City. So you hit play on the old
Yeah.
pad.
Yeah, I do.
The city in the foothills is a forest of small pyramids grown with vines. As with the funerary monuments of lost Osirian, it might be this was not a place
Stop.
of living.
I press stop. Huh. That's interesting. This is, it's weird to find all this stuff over here.
Start.
Let's listen to more of this, guys. I press play.
but a realm of the dead. Initial excavations uncovered multiple stone tiers of fine architecture, displaying skill truly more advanced than the builders'
Skip 15.
Into the mountain beyond. And
You just skip 15 words.
Beyond stands a great temple whose haunted guardians feasted upon my comrades, forcing us to flee the savage sentinels.
I was really hoping you would say back 15.
I was saying, back 15, back 15. Well, can we play that from the beginning? I didn't hear the first part of it.
Sure, play.
The city in the foothills is a forest of small pyramids overgrown with vines, as with the funerary monuments of lost Osirian.
Pause. Did you get it that time, Domash?
Oh, man, thanks very, very much.
That's so funny.
It's the best gag of 2018.
All right.
Yeah, so obviously you found the first marker,
Yeah.
and you've got some information about the destination that you're going to.
Oh, okay. It says here on my data pad in the notes that if somebody climbs up to the top of the tower, you can get a really good viewpoint of the next location that we have to go to.
Are you near us? Like, have you walked over to like where me and EP?
I mean,
sitting?
we're not like far away from you. Me and Kima are over closer to the.
You would be
monument.
next to Kevin.
Who's Kevin?
Shut up.
You're right next to Kevin.
Yeah, I know. Forever and always. So Domash kind of like stands up and he like kind of like slowly like paces over to where Rats is and he kind of like folds his arms and he's like looking. He's like, I mean, I feel like there are a few handholds up there that someone of your stature could probably climb up there better with. I mean, I feel like you could do it.
You got a point, but you probably got twice my height on me, so you're starting that farther ahead of where I am. So you pretty much are already there.
Domash like locks like around like one of the corners. He's kind of like inspecting it. And, well, I mean, I feel like you could there's a tree over here you could probably climb. Or no, there's like vines. Your hands are like they have claws, right? You could probably just grip better. You could probably get up there way quicker than I could.
But you like nature so much and getting your hands dirty. There's plenty of dirt up there.
Now look, the one who's getting their hands dirty is sitting over there, and he points at Kima.
Whoa, this is between you guys, not me, thank you.
And he, Domash turns back around again. He's like, oh, look, man, if you want, I can pick you up, and then I can put you higher, so you can already be starting that much higher than me, if you like.
What if I pick you,
At that, he kind of Domash kind of like turns, like, raises one of his eyebrows, like, oh, really, mate? Like, just take the L on this one.
No, you suck.
EP, any help here?
Yeah, how tall are you?
EP?
6.
No, that's what I'm.
Oh,
that's what
6?
Kima's actually asking.
Oh, you're 6'9".
My dad could beat up your dad.
81 inches.
Well, that joke's dead.
Oh, I thought somebody was going to actually climb it.
No.
I had the climb rules and everything ready to go.
I was gonna
So-
say I don't have climb, but I would have done it. But
It's
You would've-
athletics.
You would have killed yourself. Domash kind of pretends to look at a watch on his arm, and he goes, "Oh, you know what? Next time we come here, I'll climb it just for you. But I think time is of the essence, so we probably should move on. All right?
All right, I'm going to hold you to that.
I'm sure you will." And they just continue on.
when we get to leave, we'll pass it again.
Yeah, as we're coming back, we have to pass this place. I'm like, all right, bitch, climb it.
So what time of day is it right now?
It's probably about lunchtime.
Okay. And do we have a heading of where to go next?
Yeah, based on your notes, you know that you need to go.
I'm going to play the second file on my data pad.
A dramatic spire barely rising above the tree line was the first of our great landmarks. Each side of it was once engraved with untold wisdom, but only the sheltered ruins near the base have survived the ages. The plants here grow thicker as if feeding upon some gifts left behind by the ancient elves. Sacrifices of flesh and blood, no doubt.
He walks off in that direction.
Wait, is that the one for this monument?
Yes, that's the second file.
Oh, well, I play what's the third one then?
The Plague Warden.
I play that one.
The massive stone figure is a reclining elven form covered in weathered boils. I suspect it is an effigy that served ritual purposes, such as absorbing the illness of some great king so he might live forever.
And then there's some other information kind of pointing, heading in direction northwest.
Yeah.
So I guess that's our next spot then, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Boils sound great.
Can I just snap a picture of the writing on the monument just for my
With
notes?
your data? Yeah.
Or the with the data pad. My iPad.
Are you going to take a selfie with it?
Yeah. I'll do one just with the writing, and then one with me in front of the writing. And then one with me with that charred body in the background going
You hold up the horns
quick, give me get a picture of it. Come on, take my picture. All right, I guess we're off on our adventure.
So you're heading northwest.
Yes.
Your next landmark you're looking for is this so-called Plague Warden. And as you start heading northwest, before you get too much farther from this obelisk, you notice some shiny objects in the ground.
It's a trap.
I don't see
It's
it.
another one of those creatures. Gold. Well, never mind.
Ooh, shiny. And I bend down to touch it.
Whoa. Just going back to her roots now.
Yeah, being a 5-year-old.
Hey.
She's like a bird.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay, she didn't say it like that. But
Well, no, my head canon, she
no,
said
she
it like
did.
that.
Yep.
She can't even do it.
Oh, now you're going to have to disguise yourself again to get away from your shame.
Sex change next time.
Oh. Hey, guys. It's Kima. Or I guess you should call me Kyle.
Chemo.
No,
That's my job.
that.
Shut up. All right, Chris, what do we find?
So Kima kneels down, and you see there's this torn Estic suit, and it's just got holes ripped all through it. And the shiny thing that you saw was a cred stick sticking out of one of the pockets. Silvery cred stick. And you pick it up, and you see that it says it's got 290 on it.
It's like a loot shooter.
All right.
And you also see, just a few short feet from the torn Estic suit, that there is a Frostbite Class 0 rifle.
Cool. What is that?
Frostbite?
Yes,
I
Frostbite.
assume it does a cold damage.
Pick it up, you look at it, and you can see that it's got some gnaw marks on it.
Ooh.
Is it
And-
damaged?
And yeah, you see that the batteries had ruptured, and if you look kind of around the area where the gun is, you see that there's some plants that were burned by the acid.
Okay.
Does it still work?
So, I mean, it seems like it would still work, but the battery's been destroyed.
Okay, so it would just need a new battery.
Yeah.
I have one of those.
Hey, guys, can you,
You said pistol or rifle?
Rifle.
Rifle.
Whoa.
One of the most popular lines of cryo weapons are zero weapons, including zero cannons, pistols, and rifles. In common parlance, avalanche class cryo weapons are the coldest and most dangerous, followed in this blah blah blah. Zero rifles have long, bulky barrels and tend to be very front heavy. A heavy tank over the barrel stores the rifle's coolant supply, contributing most of its bulk. It's 1d8 cold damage, 60-foot range, critical is staggered, and holds 40 charges and uses 2 per shot.
nice.
1 bulk. But I think the only person who can use it is Domash, because it's a long arm.
Kima's more concerned
Visual
with the bite marks, you said?
Probably from this thing that we just killed.
Maybe.
How far away are we from the obelisk?
You're only about 30 feet away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well.
Then yeah, it's probably...
Yeah.
Can we inspect it and be like...
Hey,
Yeah.
it looks like that thing we just exploded.
Compare it.
You go over and get one of the heads that were chopped off. Put it right up to the teeth.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
All right.
Perfect. So that was pretty
On
recent,
the
I would assume.
Suit is. Oh, I wouldn't. They would be able to see it, but is there like name badge or something like that?
You see that there's like a badge on it, a symbol. Roll me a culture check.
I can't.
No,
I
you
can't
can't.
see
I
it
do not have.
unless you guys want to explain it to me.
I got a 23 culture.
27.
Damn it!
You recognize this patch, the symbol, to be that of something known as the Cult of the Devourer. And
Fuck.
on
I can use it if you want me to keep it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
and on the name badge, you see that it was somebody named Orevos.
Your cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love.
I don't know if I would be able to check it, but does it seem like this had been a pretty recent attack, or has this thing been out here for a while? Is it pretty weathered?
No, actually, like, kind of based on everything, it looks like it's very recent.
Okay.
Probably
Can
from
you
the
spell that
party
guy's
came
name?
over for us.
Orevos?
Yes.
Orevos.
Write it down. Is there any checks we can do on Cult of the Devourer, or is there any like common knowledge about them?
You don't know shit about it. I figured it out.
Well, with your culture checks that you did, you got high enough that they're kind of like a terrorist group. You know that they're comprised of like cells that have like a singular goal, but each of these cells operate in a different manner or fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But like their main focus is causing complete and utter chaos, ultimately ending in like destruction of everything.
I want to see if he knows anything about them.
They sound like lovely people.
I have switched over to using that rifle just for now. I want to see how it works out in combat.
No, it's cold and it's hot out here. You just shoot her. And
Yeah,
she'll be fine.
shoot.
She'll be fine.
That was a big bit of news.
Yeah. This is really fucking bad, guys.
What
do
do
you
you
just like say this to yourself? Like, are you like reading all this, or then you just go like, "Oh, fuck me"?
Yeah.
And don't watch like he's like looking over this rifle. He's kind of like he put a new battery in it. He's like inspecting it, making sure it charges all right. And he kind of, yo, everything all right over there, mate? What's wrong?
These guys are pretty bad. Whoever we're tracking down, they're a cult.
I'm sorry, a what?
The cult of the Devourer. Some crazed deity that just wants to bring the end of everything.
Well, ain't that just the topping on the cake here, right? Add more to our problems. He like throws his arms up.
We got to do everything we can to get ahead of these guys.
Yeah, we really need to kick it into gear.
All right, yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. I mean, we need to keep going then.
And I think we're going to need to be in fighting shape when we get there. So I don't think we can keep burning through our environmental controls on our suits.
Domash like checks his suit. Can you check? I assume you can like there's like stuff you can check that kind of stuff on.
Some kind of readout.
Yeah, like he like looks at his like I assume it's like on like the forearm.
That's dope.
And he kind of looks at his arm. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm through half my charges right now." And they said it was about almost a 2-week journey. We're not going to make it at this pace. So Domash kind of looks around. He kind of looks up in the sky, like covers his like to shield his eyes from the sun. I know it's not ideal, but we could start traveling by night if we have to.
Are you guys still going to be able to figure out where we're at night?
I feel like me and EP, we're from here, and I'm sure, I mean, I've studied this area before, like, through maps, and other people have come out here, just, like, basic, so I feel, and we have the what was his name? The journals that were the...
Aqueen Zone.
Yeah, we have Aqueen Zone's journals, so we could get, I feel like we could find landmarks, big enough landmarks in the dock if we have to.
I mean, I'm okay with that. It's too hot out here for me anyway.
Even during the day, you would still take those checks, right?
Rats.
I really I really like my personal space, guys. But for the sake of the mission, you can all stay in my tent. But I'm going to need you to take use of this hygiene pack that I brought. Because I'm not letting your stinky asses in my tent.
Domach kind of you see a little ghost of a smile, and he kind of goes like, well, I mean, if you would offer this in the first place, we wouldn't be so stinky.
Hey, your personal hygiene isn't my matter until you come into my tent.
I'm just saying, our tent's on.
Yeah, I'm just saying too.
Domach just stands there, with a blank face, wasn't expecting to be interrupted. I'm just he's kind of caught off guard. Mate, what did you want us to do? We can't just pull up a fucking shower.
You could bring some deodorant. That's what I did.
I feel like we'd have that.
There's a thing that you can buy called a hygiene kit.
I think I actually I do have one of those.
Okay.
I don't have one.
Well,
you mean this hygiene kit?
It says for a dog or something.
Look, it's all I had left. All right, I had to make some sacrifices. Although the dog treats in here are
5 credits cheaper.
The dog treats in here are actually quite nutritious and tasty.
Fucking hilarious.
Alright, so I guess do we want to travel at night, or do we want to continue traveling?
I am all for traveling at night.
I know you are. I completely understand where you're coming from. But what was the check, right? It was DC 20 to do landmarks, right? I think.
No, I think it's
No, it was
DC
less than
18.
It was 18, and I think I had I kept getting bonuses from something.
You
Got
got
a map.
+2 from the notes.
+2 from the notes, and I thought there was something else.
Did you say that
That's it.
there was an issue
Yeah,
with the compass? Because I have one.
What?
Will a compass help us?
What? Oh, hold on.
I don't think it would. I think the area doesn't it mess with that kind of
That's
stuff.
what I was wondering. Are there magnetic fields?
I'm looking at it.
That I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, if the heat's gonna be a problem, we can travel at night. Like I said, I'm already through half those suit usages, unless we can recharge the suit.
Which we can't until we get back to civilization.
Exactly. So,
I'm having some issues finding it.
it's not the most ideal situation, but I feel like with
Starstone compass?
Yes.
This small clockwork navigational device hones in on the mystical signals emitted by the Starstone resting at the heart of Absalom Station,
Absalom.
calculating the compass's precise distance from and direction relative to the enigmatic font. While you are in the Packed World system, this device lets you automatically know which direction Absalom Station is in relation to your current location, and it grants you a +2 insight bonus to piloting checks when astrogating through the Packed World systems.
So if you want to know where Absalom Station is, guys, I got you, but I can't help you out here.
Do you think Absalom Station is big enough?
Don't worry, Kima. We didn't think you could help us out here.
Wow.
Oh, Rats, come on, mate. That's rude.
That's a bit sexist, don't you think?
I didn't say anything about you being a woman.
Woman.
Any other...
I'm looking through the between both of you. I kind of shrug. I mean, Kima, he's not technically wrong.
Yeah, but given things that he said before, it's safe to assume it was a sexist comment.
What have I said before that's sexist?
So where are we at? Traveling day, night? What do we want to do?
I think we travel at night.
Yes.
So we're gonna rest right now? Because it's afternoon right now, lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, we have heal points to heal up. So. Heal points? Hit points to heal up.
I just want to make sure everybody's okay with us doing this.
I'm fine either way.
Yes.
Okay.
If
All right.
you're not going to get us lost, then yes, I'm fine with it.
No promises.
I guess the question is, do we take any negatives for traveling at night?
Chris?
Suspense.
Damn it.
You do know. Don't lie to me. My survival right now with my bonus plus the +2 is a +9. So I'd have to roll a 9 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And if you aid, that can be a total of 15.
I'm loving the thought of all of us sitting there, towards the end of the day, sitting around the map,
like studying.
Right, we go this way, and like that's us aiding.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like,
I think
we're
we go along this little tree line.
We
here.
wake up and we're like getting ready, like in like your tent, and like there's like a table, and we like spread the map out. And we go, all right,
Wait, so it's a physical map?
Yeah.
You can't read it. EP's over in the corner, like, this map is so nice. He's like,
I want to data jack into it.
ripping
Where
it
do
up.
I stick this?
It's 2018 EP.
I borrow your iPad or whatever.
It's a data
pad and like try to look up more.
Steals your
like,
social security number.
Steal your social security number.
No, that's my data pad. Get away from me.
Oh, damn it. All right. So I guess we'll rest.
So at this point, it's been about half a day. So we can say that you've made half a day's progress at this point.
Okay.
Agreed. And then you guys are going to rest. So you're setting your tents out now?
Yes.
Climbing in? Okay.
Should we get away from the obelisk or no?
I was actually going to say, should we stay closer to it?
Yeah, I think we may have fought off the dangerous aspect.
Because
of
I don't want to be like out and like closer to like, deeper in the woods or whatever, or closer to like the tree line, because you don't know what could be waiting out there.
That's true.
We have a little bit of cover-ish.
It was just a thought. I don't know.
Like, could we take a little bit of time and put some of those vines over the tent to make it kind of blend in to the area? Just in case something comes by?
You're going to put your tent right up against the obelisk, or take the vines and put them over your tent?
Yes.
Could you do both?
Sure.
Overthinking.
Just asking. Yeah, you guys can absolutely do whatever.
Look, all I'm saying is all right, never mind. I'm not gonna
Camouflage a little bit, yes.
I mean, I feel I have a fancy tent. It's not meant to like blend in.
Yeah, that's true.
You see light shining through the vines.
You guys, so I set the like little box down. I place the battery in it and push the button, and my tent folds out and expands to the full length of it. And I'm like, well, welcome home, everyone.
As you see, I'm like trying to like pull vines closer to the tent.
No. You're not gonna dirty up my tent, okay?
I turn. Well, mate, I'm just trying to cover up the outside.
No. You're not covering anything up, okay? I paid good money for this tent. It's very expensive and fancy. Okay?
At this point, he turns around and he has his hands out like, right, I get it, but I'm like, what if something just rolls by? I feel like it'd be better for us to get camouflaged instead of just out in the open, you know what I mean?
Do you want the magnificent wonder of air conditioning, or do you want to stay in your own tent?
He looks from the tent to the vines, to the tent to the vines again. All right, fine. He walks in whatever. Just, sorry for trying to help.
Oh, it's okay. I forgive you. Welcome inside. You walk in, and there's a little disco ball in the center, and
I look up, I turn back and go, so, survival necessary, huh?
Yeah, just a few creature comforts.
Yeah, comforts.
He's got a real nice mat, off in one corner, but only one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explore your tent a bit.
Phrasing.
Yeah, how big is this tent?
It's accommodating for 4 people, 4 medium creatures, so it's not massive. It was big for him because he's so small.
Are you able to stand up in this, or this is one of those things where you gotta crawl around when you're inside of it?
I would imagine definitely he would have to crawl around.
Okay.
EP, sorry. EP would have to crawl, and the other 2 would have to hunch just a little bit.
But you're good.
But it's like a house to me, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys set up your tents, and as you're making your way inside, you kind of glance around, check out the area, and you see those kakarikis. And they're kind of just sitting up in the trees, kind of observing you the whole time, grazing on some fruits, and they all just kind of gather on a branch together and just sit there huddled.
Weird.
You guys fall asleep. About 8 hours later, you get up. The sun has set. The moon is coming up. It's a lot cooler now. You hear the wildlife chirping, some leaves rustling in the wind, and it's a beautiful night.
Can I assume that I'm okay now, or am I still waiting?
You've had 1 day of bed rest.
Yeah, you need
so
one more
you need
day.
a second one to
Okay,
get the
Also-
poison out of your system.
I have 2 channels and Mystic Cure left, so before we went to bed, I was just going to use those.
Okay, go ahead and roll this.
I only need 3. How many do you need to be healed up all the way?
The stamina and everything?
Just
health.
hit points.
Oh, I'm only down 1 hit point.
Oh, then I'll
Yeah.
get it. I'll get it. Everyone
Okay.
to full.
I wasn't full already. I just
Yeah,
need my
everyone.
resolve point back.
And your heat damage is cured now.
Another issue I just realized, would we know of any nocturnal predators in the area?
Certainly you would know, like, from your travels with your father. I mean, specifically in this area. Like, if you're looking for a certain variety, I mean,
just like anything that would really cause a problem.
while you're sleeping, or when you're traveling at night. I mean, it's hard to say. There's so many creatures out here.
Yeah.
It's numerous to...
Who knows what's hostile and what's not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think the Amazon. Like, people travel the Amazon all the time.
I'm a piranha there on the Amazon.
Yeah, think piranha.
That was just a quote from Finding Nemo.
So is my stamina good now too, or not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you good.
It's
You got everything
I've
back.
just got my poison stuff.
All right, so we have the map out.
You just
We're all-
always have
I'm
some
just
type of
poison.
affliction.
It's alright. She's used to having diseases.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, that's gross.
Hey, you made the joke before.
Yeah, but mine wasn't as disgusting.
No, it was.
Yeah, so the map's out. Like, I assume, like, at least I'm looking at it right now, trying to get a sense of where we're gonna go.
Mhm.
Like, just trying to find, like, the path of least resistance at
I
night.
feel like you're like explaining like stuff on the map. And I'm like, oh yeah, if we go this way.
He's, like, over in the corner, like, at a different area. Like, yeah, you could go here. Or
But since
here.
it's telepathic, doesn't matter.
Yeah. He's outside already. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you know, if you could, we could take this route here, but there's like a little bit of a rock formation, and that could cause a little bit of trouble.
Can you explain some more?
Or you know, we could just follow this path straight, but looks like the forest gets a bit thick. You know, I know we have this, like, what was it called, like the machete thing that we got?
Yeah, you.
I have that.
It's like a
but-
heavy blade or something.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we have that, but I don't really feel like making too much noise at night. You know, there
I
could
agree.
be creatures here that no one's known about. Or there was a river, right, that we passed.
Yes.
Does that show it going anywhere close to where we need to go?
I believe it kind of trails along the path, but it's going to be getting farther and farther away from you.
Is like we could follow the river here a bit until it gets to the point where it gets advantageous to use it as a guide, and then just branch off from here. So we have areas we could go. I want to set it now. Which way we're going to go now before we get out there?
Rats is using his visor, like, to filter through. He's like pretty much like Google searching, like how to survive, but like he has no reference point for it, so he's not like great at it. And he's like, moss tends to grow on the side of the tree towards the polar caps and such. So
Domash kind of like looks. He kind of like looks up, like confused for a minute. Then he like turns and he's like, "What, mate? Are you all right?"
yeah, I'm helping.
Yeah.
Did you know a compass always points north?
Yeah, mate. I did in fact know that.
Most of them do that are helpful.
Yeah.
P, what happened to your voice, mate? What happened? You went
I've
reverse?
never had a voice. This is in your head.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, would the voice we hear be interpreted different from? Never
That
mind.
would be
that's
interesting.
that's too much right now. We can't do that. Yeah. So he kind of like, after he gets done like looking at rats, like this like are you serious look on his face, like, all right, no, seriously, like, what path do you want to take? Because I want this set down now, so we can get this all done.
Personally, I think traveling along the river might be best because it'll cover up some of the sounds we're making. And
Good point.
At
Good
least
point.
up until we can, and then split off from there.
I get that counterpoint. Any predators that need to drink water we might run into.
Also a good point.
Yeah, but anywhere else, if a predator needs food, we might run into them there. Like, you know, this whole place has its resources. How many what?
Did you guys know that rocky overhangs can make an excellent shelter in extreme survival conditions?
Like me and Kima are having this back. Like she's like sitting across like the table from me, I assume.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on a minute, rats. Be honest with me here. Where are you pulling this from? Because a lot of this is basic information.
No, I'm helping.
All right, you keep saying you're helping, but all you're doing is throwing like kindergarten survival techniques at me. Mate, I lived here. I've done this. I don't need that information.
Yeah, but Domash, did you know that you should always bring a multi-tool with you whenever you go into extreme survival conditions?
Domash just turns. All right, Kimi, you know what? We're just gonna go to the river. It just seems like it's the safest way. Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow night we could find a better way out of here, but for now, let's just follow this way.
Okay, that sounds good.
So after he's gonna turn to Rats. He's like, "Oh, Rats, you know what?" And he like takes his backpack off, and he pulls out this like old leather journal, and he hands it to him, and he goes, "This is what my dad made when he explored around here, and I learned it from him. Read it, so you have at least some kind of basic survival tact. All right?
Ah, fuck. Reading?
Listen. I'm being serious. This is gonna help. I know it doesn't seem like it's a very viable skill, but when you're out here where everything's against you, any little bit can help."
Can you just email it to me? Books are so old-fashioned.
He's holding the book in his hand. Like, mate, it's a book. I know it's not your fancy technology and all that, and I completely understand, but I'm giving you a personal effect of mine that my father wrote me to help me with this, so you can help. And I mean seriously help. Not this, like, Google Answers bullshit. And you can see, like, it's, like, a very well-intricate, like, journal. It has, like, his name written on it, and it's, like, survival techniques, like, 101.
Uh-huh. And, Rats is like, "Alright, I'll give it a read." And he takes it from you.
EP walks over to Rats, plucks a flower off of his body, and is like, "Ow, here you go."
Is that like tweezing for you?
Thank you.
Does it make his monument look bigger? Oh, wait, he doesn't have
What?
it.
Is it your birthday or something?
No?
What's happening?
All right, you know what, EP? Hey, you know what? Come on, let's go. Like, and I kind of like he like ushers EP outside. Like, come on, you big hunk of wood.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kima, it's closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay in my tent because I'm going to fold it up.
I get it. All right. Thank you for letting me sleep here.
Yeah, so then everybody's out, and he does he pushes the button, the thing starts to fold in and compact, and he slides it into his backpack.
Is it pretty...
The battery out.
I mean, is it pretty quiet, or is it like you hear the whirring of servo?
It's probably loud.
Okay.
Just another side note. That song that you referenced, that was on Pandora when we drove down here.
Which one?
Closing Time.
Oh, okay.
That was that played when we were on the way down here. I was trying to think of like the next lyric, but I couldn't. I was like, I just heard it, but I can't think of it. So I have to make this check. Yeah.
Yeah, and we all.
Y'all want to try to aid?
I don't have...
I automatically aid.
I aid.
I guess I do.
Yeah.
So that's a 15, right? Did I say? 6. 2 is 8 plus 7 is... Yeah, so I have to roll a 3 or higher. I'm going to roll a 2. It's, well, it's a 31.
We know exactly where we're going.
So
Here.
I did extensive study on this map.
So yeah,
And I helped.
Yes, right. You helped very well.
so, it's always good to bring a map when you're out in the
It's always good to have a sat phone just in case you're outside of cellular range.
So you follow so as this tent's folding up, makes some noises. The Kakarikis wake up and they see that you're leaving. You guys begin to follow the river. The moonlight's reflecting off of this. There's kind of like a mist over the water where it's really cool. And eventually, after a few hours, the river starts to branch away, and your path starts to go up, gradually sloping up the Singing Mountains. Still pretty dense through this area as far as the forest goes. And everybody give me a perception check.
Is it perception?
Perception. This is sight-based.
Fuck you.
You blind asshole.
It's like, what, some dog make you blind or something? I got a 21 on my perception.
21. Rat schema.
Rats is still looking up survival facts.
Okay.
He's very distracted.
Do you have, can you, see in the dark?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's how you're reading? I was going to ask, do you have, a flashlight?
Well, he's got the visor.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm assuming he could just kind of have, a readout.
Do you guys have dark vision or low light vision?
I don't think
I have low light.
It's under what? Special abilities, I think?
Probably.
I don't have any of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because in the Acreon it was super dark.
Yup.
That's why Krios went up forward, because he had dark.
Yeah, that's a no from me.
You're the same race, Des. So
It's the same. Okay. I had a 23, if that matters.
23, but you don't have dark vision or low light vision?
No, neither of us do.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what that... give you negatives, or you just can't see past...
So, this would be dim light?
Dim light.
In dim light, you can somewhat make out shapes, but you can't see precise details well at all. Dim light includes moonlight outside at night. An area just beyond the range of a light source has dim light. Creatures within an area of dim light have concealment from creatures without dark vision or the ability to see in the dark.
Okay, so based on that, with your perception checks, you hear branches snapping very slowly, and off in one direction you can kind of see a large shape moving slowly.
Oh no!
Cautiously.
And Rats is like, "Hey, Domash, did you know that in extreme survival conditions you can what?
Wait.
Yeah, you see at this point, Domash has stopped, and he pulled out his new rifle, and he's kind of holding it, and he's kind of down on one knee, and he's kind of putting his arm out and pushing down, as in everyone stop and get down. And
What are you, praying or something?
Rats,
Is
listen,
it more than 30 feet away?
something's up there, and it looks pretty big.
I don't see anything. Yeah. Well, can I not see it now that it's been
Pointed
perceived?
Yeah, if they point it in the direction, you've got low light.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, so you could see it.
So can he see the details since we can't?
Yeah.
I could see it black and white. You gotta let me just see it.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, I saw some of that through the light. That looked weird.
Oh shit! Rats just go silent.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh, no one can.
I almost said the same thing.
He's just pointing
We can't exactly see what. I can only see so much. You can obviously see more. What are we looking at?
Rats
Should we be concerned?
he steps over and just slides into a bush that's nearby and disappears.
And I guess taking that hint,
Yeah.
Domash is going to try to do the same thing.
Same, yeah.
Okay.
We have to make stealth checks for that?
Yeah, can I try and
Yeah.
stealth?
Roll a stealth check.
Guys, it's gonna know where I am.
Well,
Just stand
stand
Yeah, you're a plant.
You still have to roll stealth check.
I got a decent stealth. That sucks. Ooh, it's probably not going to be great, but I'll take it.
That sucks so
no.
bad. It was cracked. It was in between a 20 and a 5.
Oh. Well,
And now it's bad.
Okay.
how did you miss the
I have
dice
no
tray?
idea.
Holy shit. I got a 17 on my stealth.
17,
14.
14,
That was
5.
Oh, it was cracked? Okay,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Guys, my stealth is -1.
Stand still.
I'm at a 7. Just
I feel like
kidding.
you're like a giant plant thing. I feel like they would...
I could act like a plant.
yeah,
Act
like I
a
feel like his race is native to this area, right?
Yeah, I would think he
I feel
had
like it
some
would.
kind of-
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered for you.
It's up to you.
Unless it's an omnivore. Or herbivore.
So
I mean, both would work.
Both would work, yeah.
you all, like, were moving along, and then you stopped, and you're, like, looking. Rats disappears into the bush. Kima and EP kind of move off to the side. A couple branches cracking. Domash, you said you got a 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of hide away without a sound. And this thing's just staring at you.
Oh, fuck.
And then it turns and just takes off.
I think that's a little more worrying than anything else.
That's it. That's scary.
Turning, he goes, alright, I think we need to get moving.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah.
We just heard it run.
Yeah.
I turn to Rats, and I go, alright, if that was enough to get you to shut up and get out of the way, I think even if it ran, we need to move.
Yeah.
yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright, so we're kind of
Hustle.
pick up the pace a little bit.
Hustle.
Okay.
Actually, so before that, I had that little light.
From your moat?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull the map out real quick. I'm gonna like pull the map out, and I'm gonna like look at like where we're gonna go. I'm gonna be like, all right, so we're here, and then he's like, all right, we need to go this way, and he like points, I don't know, like northwest. He's like, oh, we need to go this way, and he like folds it back up, puts it back in the bag, and he's like, all right, come on, let's go. But he's gonna put the light back on him, like over his stuff, so it's not as bright.
Like absorb it into a suit.
Like it's the armor again.
Okay.
Just in case, so it's not like attracting. It's red, so I feel like a giant red ball of light in the middle of the night would be very attractive to someone.
You're your own nightlight.
I have my own red light district.
So yeah.
Ironically, Keem is here.
So what's everybody else kind of thinking about this experience?
I mean, Kima's not really an outdoorsy type chick anyway. So
No.
Couldn't have guessed that one.
What?
The
so the
space
fact that
prostitute can't deal with the woods.
So the fact that there's like large creatures roaming around at night, she may be a little more comfortable temperature wise, but I feel like she's just like her heart's pounding.
You can
like,
just feel it in your ear.
Yeah.
Like, you can just feel it
yeah.
in your ears.
Yes, yeah. She's ready to get this shit over with.
EP is just like, what happened?
Yeah, what happened? Rats, describe it for me.
Wait, real quick. If you're able to like see heartbeats and stuff, I feel like
It was
although
too
you
far
don't-
away.
Well, but
No,
we
for
are.
her.
But I
Oh.
feel like you're chill, but you see all of us like freaking out, and you're
Yeah.
like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, Rats doesn't say anything for a little while. Like, he was like, holy fuck. Like, yeah, because he's already on edge because you're traveling at night through unknown area. Never been here before. Doesn't really know anything about Castroville that much. But, yeah, so he's just silent for a little while. And then once the adrenaline starts to fade and he gets back to normal. As we're still hiking, still trying to make up ground, he starts describing it. Like, fucking crazy fucking thing. It was like a beast, but it had a big webbed fin on its back and tentacles coming out of its face.
What the hell?
Can I make a life science check to see if I would recognize
maybe
what
since
that
we're
would be?
it being described to us, it would be like a higher DC maybe,
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a.
or like a minus on it.
I'm gonna give you a minus because he's describing it.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a 22
I got
without any minuses.
I got an
Okay.
8.
Okay. And you would have a way to understand what these were from his description because he's describing visual stuff to you.
I feel like if
So with your blind sight,
counterpoint to that, I feel like if since he can still sense movement, I assume, like, I feel like how he senses things, it's like the outline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he would have been around him at least once. If he recognized
Maybe-
it, he's seen the outline of them, so maybe
Also,
he
he
has...
described like how it moved.
Yeah, so maybe he has like
That
an
would
idea,
also be
like,
another way to figure out what it was.
like, oh...
Also, where we're at, what time of night, that kind of thing.
I've sensed this before. I have a recollection of this.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that you're visualizing like outlines of things
Yes.
versus just. I know something.
I don't know
like
like if he said well, obviously
Okay.
dark vision isn't color based.
Right. Yeah.
That wouldn't have mattered to me.
Okay. With that's a pretty good roll. So even with the minus, you said 22.
22.
I got an 8. What'd that get me?
That's a bad creature.
There's something out there.
Oh no, it's a dog.
So yeah, you recognize this as a Ksarik.
Ksarik.
Yeah, it's a pretty common creature. Everybody knows about it. Well, I mean, everybody.
Not me.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a mystery. Nobody's ever seen it before. If you could probably find it in a textbook somewhere.
I find it in a... I tell...
I can't read it.
I tell rats to Google Ksarik.
Surprised he has reception out here.
I don't think he does. He just like has random facts stored in his visor.
He downloaded
He
it
downloaded
that
a whole
night we got
bunch.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before he left.
So would he be able to know like generic things like they're docile or like any?
Yeah, it depends on how high the roll is, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you some basic like physical characteristics. You know that they're like 12 feet long. They walk. They walk on all fours. Rats mentioned the tendrils. That's how they eat, and then they have these large sails on their back, which you described. Maybe you might know a little history as far as they evolved from these like mindless plants. Yeah.
So they're...
Yeah,
I could talk to
they're kind of like yours and like your people in the sense that
we're a little bit more evolved,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
Oh,
you would definitely have like
What
a
do you mean, you people?
I don't want to say like consciousness. That's not that, but
Sentience?
you're sentience. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Whereas this would be an animal,
Yeah. After Rats describes it, I was like, what was it again? I already forgot.
a Ksarik.
Oh, that's a Ksarik.
After everyone kind of calms down, Domash is gonna look up, and you can see like from the moonlight, he can see the rock formation that he mentioned earlier. So he's gonna kind of like it looks like there's a little bit of that's like you can get up on. I'm gonna kind of try to get up higher to try to like survey the area, kind of get a bearing of where I'm actually at. Domash kind of like he kind of looks around and he's like, "All right, guys, hold on a minute. Like, just give me 1 second." And you just see him kind of climb up. And he's just kind of like surveying. Like he just kind of he pulls out like his rifle. I assume there's like a scope on it. Maybe if not, it's up to you. Probably not. It's not a sniper rifle. I think there's maybe a small one on there, like a 4-ton.
Like the sights.
Yeah.
Rats like snaps a picture of him like against the moonlight while he's up on the rock.
Yeah. He's like kneeled down. Like
Yeah.
This lighting's perfect.
Yeah, but he's just like looking at the map. Like you can see him like he'll look over a direction, like pull the map back up, kind of like point at stuff, put it back down, like look back again. And then after like a few minutes, he'll put the rifle back on his back. He'll have like the moat come down. He's like, "All right, not much really. I could tell you from up there. It looks like we can just keep following this northwest pass. It'll probably get us the safest way out of here till we can rest again."
Did you see the creature?
No, I didn't see heart or hay of anything up there. It seems like everything's asleep now. But we need to get going. We're burning precious moonlight.
All right, and we head off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try to...
Let's go.
So at this point, you're all moving further northwest, climbing up the hill. Are you guys speaking at all? Or are you just kind of walking in
I
silence at
feel
this
like
point?
we would be like trying to stay quiet. Well, I can talk to you guys, but
Let's just whisper.
Yeah, I feel like for the most
staying
part,
quiet is probably the best of our...
Hey, Domash, so
you
like
just
I
hear
was saying
you just hear-
before, did you know in extreme survival
I cast
conditions
silence. I don't have that.
you can catch rainwater to sustain yourself?
Oh, hold on, mate. Let me guess. With like giant leaves or something.
smell your dick.
I mean, I have a cup.
He kind of like, he stops for a minute, like looks and like the general, like kind of turns and like looks at you from what he can like guess from the outline for the moon and go, alright man, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just helping.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Alright, he like turns, he just shakes his head and he's like,
I'm kind of out of my element here.
yeah,
so.
I know.
Okay.
A lot of you are. Well, 2 of you.
If we high five.
No, we don't. I doubt I can. I don't think you're like right next to me.
Yeah, he thinks you're right next to him, but
He just hits
High
a
fives
tree.
a tree. Great job being a tree.
You're doing great. Keep it up, kid.
So you're
he
moving.
falls over.
So you're moving along, and I imagine at some point you guys conversation kind of dies down as you're trying to be a little quiet, and you just hear the usual sounds of the night with the creatures chirping, and it's almost dead quiet, and then all of a sudden you hear
God dang it.
and they just start jumping in the trees and making a bunch of noise.
Have they followed us the entire time?
Yeah, they're following you.
Ugh.
And they just sit there, and then they look at you, and they start throwing like some fruit at you. And then they like kind of point at each other and just start laughing, whatever you would assume a monkey laughing is.
Uh-huh.
And then they kind of sit down again and just observe to see what you're gonna do.
I laugh back at them.
Rats, shut up!
Don't antagonize them.
Come on, mate. Just let them be. They're just monkeys, mate.
Yeah, they're just having a good time.
Mate, we have to be quiet.
Hey, man, you know how, like, when you go to a party...
No.
and-
I've never been invited.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Sometimes you go to a party and nobody there knows you, and so they pick on you. But if you integrate yourself, that's when the fun happens. So we just gotta... Let's throw fruit at them and laugh back.
No, that would be a terrible idea.
He picks up one of the pieces of fruit and throws it and starts laughing.
Domash immediately just turns back around and keeps walking. He's like, alright, you can stay and fight these monkeys. You can do you, man. I'm not going to get bogged down.
I'm not fighting, we're playing.
Shh.
Shh.
I just grab your arm and try and like pull you with me. Like, let's not stand around to see what happens, okay? Let's just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, he goes with you.
No, let me stay here and play with the monkeys, damn it.
I'm bored.
I guess we continue on unless the monkeys trying to...
Yeah, they're just sitting there observing you to see what you're gonna do.
How many are there?
There are... I think there's 12 left.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's the same group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're
the same
probably-
group.
Oh, they're probably
They probably
pissed.
want revenge.
Yeah. Well, they can have it if they want.
Oh my
I
god.
prefer not to kill 12 more monkeys. Maybe.
I'm prepared.
Yeah? It's good.
I've killed many monkeys in my time.
Alright, Chris, we continue going.
Well,
Or not.
knowing that they've been following us, though, I'm gonna, like, I feel like Kima starts getting a little paranoid as we move, assuming they aren't gonna do anything at the moment. And I just, like, keep my eye over my shoulder, like, keep whipping my head back to see, like, if they're still following us.
But you can't
Like,
see because...
But now that I know that they're behind us, I feel like if I hear any kind of, like...
Oh, like rustling?
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
Like, not that I'll see them do it, but yeah. Just feel like I'm really paranoid. Bitches.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
Sight-based? Or sound-based?
Do you have sound-based, like, that's infinite?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
I was trying to...
Fuck. I mean, if sound reaches me, then...
Okay, yeah.
Like, if it reaches them, then I would be able to hear it.
I didn't roll that.
23.
I got an 11.
11. Rats, Kima.
9.
17.
17. You all, as you're looking at the monkeys, you hear, like, the snapping of branches again. And, Rats, you look over and you see that same creature about 100 feet away, just looking at you guys again.
Looking at us specifically?
Looking at this group, yeah. And, I mean, everybody else sees the silhouette. You heard the sound.
Uh-huh.
Rats is the only one that can actually, like, fully see it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just standing there, and it's just looking in your direction again. And after, like, a moment, it kind of, like, goes... You see the tentacles wriggling, and it just stops, and it like looks, and it's just looking at you guys.
Hearing that, Domash immediately he spins around, like, all right, rifle already in hand. Like, what was that? What's following us? Like, you can see he's on edge. Like, he's like spinning around.
And with my previous knowledge, would I know that that's the sound that creature makes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I already forgot the name of it. I'm sorry.
Ksarik.
It's the Ksarik.
Do you guys know if this thing's gonna try and like kill us or something, or is it just curious?
Do I know that?
I turn and look at Rats. Like, are you like?
Rats is like, yeah, he's fallen silent again, and then he starts gesturing and he casts ghost sound to recreate the sound that he just heard.
Oh, okay.
The tentacle sound?
Yeah.
It's a mating call.
Kind of like as a.
Oh.
What is your like? Just to talk to it?
Maybe if it
Like
hears its own
call,
it won't attack us.
Okay. Okay, so cast the ghost sound, and like its two little eyes like kind of perk up and looks over in your direction, and it kind of takes a step closer. It's curious. What is that? Is there another one?
Oh, it can speak English.
So I forgot that I took a spell called Telepathic Message, which has like a range of like 130 feet.
You gonna
Is it
talk
range?
to it?
Yeah.
Can
I'm
it
trying
talk?
to talk to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
I hope you have a voice for this if you can talk back, Chris. I'm really excited to see what this is gonna be.
Its head kind of like cocks to one side.
And hear simple telepathic replies.
So even if the creature's not telepathic?
Yes.
Okay.
It can still think.
Okay.
Hold on.
I think telepathic message is a way for people who aren't telepathic to become telepathic.
But it's also the range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay.
This prices.
Each message cannot exceed 10 words.
In this case, you only get one word.
Okay.
And it... Curious.
Well, and he talks to everyone here. It said curious?
Domash, like, immediately, like, his head, like, snaps over to I almost said Krios, whoa, to Achination. He's like, well, what do you mean? It's curious?
It only sent me that one message.
You wanna maybe ask if it's friendly?
EP says
We come in peace.
friendly?
And then this time it doesn't answer you. It just goes... And it starts stomping a little bit. And it takes like another step closer. This time it's with like 80 feet of you. Everybody roll me a perception check.
I feel like it's calling some friends.
I got a 26.
26.
15.
10.
10.
You're too busy
15.
You're too busy telepathically linking with it.
Domash, you see like as it's like... It's hard to see because it's so far away. But you can kind of see the shape of the tentacles like kind of come into a circle. And you hear like this sound. And
Did that bitch just shoot darts at us? Poison darts.
Probably how it feeds. Probably does that. It probably, like, shoots its darts out.
Don't worry, guys. I'll take it for the team now.
Des seems tired of her character. Let's just let her die so she can get a new one.
But then you guys are all going to be alone during this trip.
alright. I'm rolling a d4.
I don't see
1,
it.
2, 3, 4. I rolled a 1.
Guess who that was?
Okay. So, does a 12 hit?
It does.
Oh, boy.
Alright. So the dart comes flying across from over 80 feet away. And it pierces you, like, right in the arm. I need you...
Ouch.
It does 7 points of damage
Okay.
off the bat, and I need you to make a Fortitude save.
So we just have to kill this thing, I guess.
It's a 2.
2.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you get hit with this thing, and it hurts. And
You die.
you don't feel
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't feel-
die.
anything else beyond that, though. You're kind of like
Oh no.
you're just staring at this thing, like what? Just and that's all you know right now.
Okay.
Pain.
Real quick. I'm imagining if this keeps happening. You guys know Ace Ventura? Like going both of his thighs. That's going to be chemo. Ow, what the hell? I just got hit.
Kima, what do you mean you got hit?
I don't know. Is it still in me?
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Wait, what did you just say? What just happened? And where did my pencil go?
Sorry. I couldn't pass that one up, I'm sorry.
What the hell did you say?
You said, oh, it's still in me. I was like, phrasing.
Ow.
That stays in.
That's what she said.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I reach over to my arm and I just pluck this thing out. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Kima, are you okay? Like, do you feel alright?
I mean,
now, you feel fine.
yeah, but that hurt.
EP comes over to examine the wound.
And I'm gonna hand off this thing, like, be careful, and see if anybody can see what just hit me.
I mean, rats could see the whole thing, so...
Oh, okay.
I mean, I saw the tentacles, like, move up, but I doubt I could see actually shoot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I cast Magic Missile at it.
Oh.
It attacked us, I'm attacking it back.
Okay.
Alright.
Roll initiative.
Yeah,
Roll
sure.
initiative. Kima.
14.
I also got
AP.
18.
I also got a 14. I think her initiative bonus is better than mine, though.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
I got plus 3.
18.
Yes.
Rats.
12?
And what'd you say you got, Domash?
14, but she has a better initiative bonus than I do.
Domash, I said that you noticed, like, as the attack was happening. So this is going to be, like, the surprise round. So the Ksarik fires. You have a chance to act in the surprise round, and then we'll go to round 1.
Then I'm gonna fire back with my new frostbite class 0 rifle.
Okay.
So I just
Oh boy.
I just pull it up, and I get all right. No more play time, and you just hear the shot ring out. Hopefully, I can hit it. Well, that's a 10 against EC.
You'll see it's a miss. I mean, it's dark. You can't really see. EP, you rolled an 18, round 1.
And it's out of my 30-foot range.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Detect Affliction.
Okay. So you automatically...
You determine whether a creature or object has been poisoned, is diseased, is cursed, or is suffering a similar affliction.
Alright, diseased.
Alright. Yeah, so I need to know if I should make a life science check or a medicine check.
Based on the creature?
The disease.
Life science.
Life science.
The attunement says in your first combat round, so I'm just gonna take it as like my first turn, not the surprise round.
You rolled an 18?
Yeah, so I didn't make the
Okay.
DC. It's 17 for the wisdom. I know you are diseased, though. Kima, you are diseased.
Well, this is just freaking
Again.
great.
We already knew
Yes.
I like to imagine like that shot, like it's just like rats could probably see it more than anybody else, but I imagine since it's like cold, it's just like this white streak just like flies past its ears or whatever.
Is it across the river?
Right
No, it's on... The river's gone.
We're
okay.
way past the river.
Oh.
Are you diseased in real?
Are you gonna move?
Real.
I figured I moved up to her.
Okay. Kima.
I'm gonna use my arc pistol. And I don't like that I was just shot when we were trying to be friendly. And I'm in the clear to shoot it.
It is low light, so there's concealment, but you can...
But I know the general
Yeah,
direction.
it's 80 feet away.
Yeah, Kima still pulls out the static arc pistol and shoots,
Into the wild.
knowing that she's kind of far away.
Wait, is that... Static art pistol is 30 or 20?
20.
Okay. So it's minus 8 to this roll.
Yeah. No, 50. What the hell was I looking at? Oh, I was
flame
looking at that.
pistol is
No, it's
20.
50. But
50, so that's minus 2.
and that's a 1.
Jesus Christ.
So, I
Get
just
your sword out.
shoot
get the sword out.
wildly. And then, because I don't want to get hit again, she just kind of drops to try and get some cover.
Drops prone.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the creature's turn. It's going to take a shot at rats, and that is 24 KC.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Does 9 damage and DC 13 fortitude save.
I pass.
Okay. So yeah, this thing hits you like in the leg, and you're like and you kind of buckle. And now it is Domash's turn.
I'm attuning. I'm one
Tuning,
level.
level 1.
So, there you go. I'm going to try to shoot at it again. It's an 18 against KAC.
That's it.
I'm sorry, EAC, not KAC.
That's a hit.
3 cold damage. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I'm sorry. 36.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I did 3 cold damage.
Okay. And that's with the frostbite. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you move it all? Move closer? Move farther?
I'm going to stay where I'm at.
Okay. Rats.
Full round cast magic missile at it. So 3, 6, 8 damage. Force damage.
8 force damage.
Right up its gob.
Right in the tentacles. They like spread apart. Like shake a little bit and then come back down.
And Rats goes with his mouth.
Round 2. EP.
I can't do much with it being so far away.
And you're right next to Kima at this point. You're all kind of huddled together in a group at this
Down on the ground.
Is there any, like, trees nearby?
point. There's tons of trees.
I get behind a tree to get some cover.
Okay.
That's all I can do, really.
Kima, you're still kind of in a little bit of pain from this thorn in your shoulder here.
Yeah, realizing that she's not very equipped for this battle at night, she kind of tumble rolls into like some bushes so that she's hidden, and starts like putting her armor on because she has not had it on
Okay.
since. Yeah, so that's what she's doing.
She's hastily donning her armor.
Yeah.
I forgot. Total defense is a thing. Is it okay if I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
That's
going
a-
to total defense and behind cover.
What's your AC now, bruh?
22.
Holy shit.
All right, so Kima she dropped last round, rolls into the bushes this round. It's the Ksarik's turn, and it's going to fire at EP.
Good luck.
26.
Fucking
God.
dicks.
Casey.
Good luck.
Min damage 5. I need you to make a fortitude save. And I believe you get a bonus because it's disease, right? With your plant immunities?
+2 to save versus mind affecting effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning.
Okay, this isn't poison, so.
So after this episode, are you going to tell us what kind of plus that thing has to its attacks? Because good God.
That's a 5.
Everything's
Okay.
like that. The last one had +12.
So yeah, you take this damage. This thing hits you kind of like in the abdomen, and you kind of recoil back a little bit. But you still feel fine at the moment. You don't really, in the heat of battle, you're not sure what's going on. Domash.
Gonna load another shot.
All right.
I passed concealment with a 53. I got a 24 against the AC,
That'll do it.
and I did 5 more cold damage.
All right. So this is shooting like just like a
I'm
like a
imagining
spear of.
Let me see if it says it, but I'm imagining
Kind of like May from Overwatch.
kinda. I was thinking it's more like solidified icicles, kinda. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But kind of like May, I guess. would be what I'm thinking of.
Not her, like,
Spray.
short range
like,
gun,
when
but
you-
her, like, long range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna like stand your ground at this point, or
Yeah, I'm like staying exactly where I'm at.
hey, rats, you're up.
I full round cast magic missile.
Alrighty, do your worst.
I hope this thing's worth 34 XP.
3/4. 14 damage.
Ooh,
That was a good one.
that was a good one. So, Des, do you have your sword out yet? You gonna go stab it in the face?
Maybe.
All right, so these 3 missiles like hit it like square in the chest, boom, 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 and it like shudders for a moment, and it's the top of round 3 EP.
Oh, damn it.
I have nothing to do. My ranged attack is only 30 feet. I can't really see it at all either. So this is an issue. I'm just gonna go into total defense behind my cover.
Kima,
Alright, although she can't really see too well, she's gonna try and stealth her way closer to it, because you said we're how far away?
it's like 80 feet at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and stealth in and out of bushes and trees to get closer to it. I suppose taking a double movement so that I'm within 20 feet of it.
Okay.
With stealth, to make a stealth check, you can only move at half your speed.
Okay, well then I go up to where I'm, 50 feet away from it then?
What was your stealth roll?
15.
Okay.
Probably doesn't work.
Oh, you're in the heat of battle.
Maybe.
All right, so you're moving up towards this thing, about 30 feet away, and
50 feet away.
Yeah, 50 feet. I only moved up 30.
okay, 30. It's the Ksarik's turn, and it kind of like stomps a little bit, and it turns and runs off.
Okay then.
And you hear branches snapping, things falling over, chaos, destruction.
Alright.
Karikis are howling at the fight that's going on,
Help!
and it disappears into the night.
Well, isn't that just freaking great? It can sneak up on us but cause a big ruckus on the way out.
I cast Detect Affliction on myself and try to get that. Do that again?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Natural 20.
Oh.
I know exactly what the disease is.
You know
This time
exactly what it
herpes.
It's herpes. Damn it! It gave me herpes.
is. Okay, this disease is known as carrion spores.
Fuck.
Oh, that sounds bad.
That sounds
Oh
really
no.
bad.
So this is EP and
Kima.
Kima.
I didn't get hit at all.
Hey, what was file 3?
You'll slowly start to die, and then one of those things will burst out of your chest, and then
Oh,
you'll turn
man.
into a zombie.
I imagine, for some reason, I'm thinking of cordyceps.
Should I read the effect? Because I have it on my sheet.
Are you
last of
sharing this information with me?
But
Yes.
Okay.
When an infected creature reaches the coma... Oh, this is when, you are comatose state. 1d10 plus 10 diminutive Ksarik seedlings burrow out of its flesh and wriggle away. This ends the disease and deals 1 piercing damage for each Ksarik. The cure is 2 consecutive saves.
So basically, you don't even, it won't even kill you. They'll just burst out of you,
Yeah.
and you'll still be alive. And you
So-
take, what was it? How much
You're
damage?
comatose at
1
that
per...
point.
Yeah,
It's
so
1d10 plus 10.
Yeah, so after you tell me what this thing is,
you start freaking.
I look over in the direction of rats and I'm like, hey, will you play file 3 again?
I pull out my data pad and hit play.
FYI, we're in the latent track right now. The victim has contracted the disease. She suffers no ill effects yet.
Woohoo!
But if the disease is the disease contagious? It didn't say.
Is the disease what?
Contagious? I'm assuming no. Because it didn't say.
Man, they're really
I don't-
fucking people with diseases. In this,
So many.
The massive stone figure is a reclining elven form covered in weathered boils. It's a
Pause. I turn the volume down just a couple of notches. Play.
an effigy that served ritual purposes, such as absorbing the illness of some great king so he might live forever.
boils. I don't think this is the same thing. I like what you're thinking about. I like where your head's at.
I don't like where my head is at all, but okay.
On your shoulders?
Nope.
I am a medical expert.
Well, that
I will help
faith
you.
restored, EP. Faith restored.
We will get through this together.
Domash just slides the rifle on his back and takes his laser rifle out. And he's just like, alright. Like, I know it's getting a little repetitive, but we need to keep moving. God knows that there's more than one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How late in the night are we at this point?
This is getting to be about early morning, like 1 o'clock.
Oh,
So you got another, like, 3 hours.
okay. Just keep on keeping on.
All right.
So you guys, you're moving throughout the night. Karikis are still shadowing you left and right.
They're really
Yeah.
wandering outside of their own, like, territory here.
And you notice the full moon is getting lower in the sky, and the sound changes. It's getting a little cooler at night. Some of the animals that you were hearing before starting to get quieter. You don't hear the chirping as much, and the rest of your day passes without incident.
Right.
So, of your night. Day for people.
I just like that you're like, the chirping dies down a little bit. You don't hear it as much. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Oh, background. In the background.
Yeah.
That one cricket just following us.
All right, we ready to set up camp?
I imagine, like, I'm, like, leading, so I find, like, a nice, like, I don't know, maybe next to
A rocky
a
overhang.
rocky overhang. Hold on. Alright, so as we keep walking, without incident, it dawns, like, it's getting a little, like, lighter out, because the day's coming, so Domash is going to try to, was looking for a place to stay, like, to huddle up, and as he keeps walking, getting towards the morning, he kind of stops and sighs. He's like, hey, Rats, what was that tip you told me about, like, shelter during extreme weather or something?
Yeah, rocky overhangs can be used as a shelter in extreme survival conditions.
Yeah, what would you classify what we're doing, like, living condition-wise? Like, would you say it's extreme?
Yeah, I don't think Kima's gonna make it much longer.
Thank you, Rats.
Well, looks like you helped after all, and, like, he, like puts his arms out, and there's, like, a rocky overhang. That's
Yeah, we, like, come up over, like, a small ridge and
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, the guy, like, forged on ahead, and I saw it. That's why I was like, well... I just, like, shake my head. I'm like,
I told you.
yeah, you really told me, mate. All right, like, come on, I'm tired. Let's just get some sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, Rats uses his tent, pops it up under, like, the little overhang.
So you guys are resting. You're under the overpass or in the cave. Okay. So you guys rest throughout the day.
Well,
Just a
before
rocky
we
overhang.
actually, like, go to sleep, Kima's mind's racing, and she's like, so, EP, medical expert, what the hell's gonna happen to me?
Oh boy.
You already closed the
not
tab.
good.
It's not good.
Well,
This is where you say, nothing's gonna happen to you, because I'm a medical expert.
nothing, because I'm in medical expert.
I'm in medical expert.
I'm in medical expert school.
I
He's the one who
do
graduated
words
at the bottom
good.
of his class.
Kevin does words good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
If it could go bad, there could be basically baby creatures coming out of your skin. I mean,
what?
But you won't
What?
die from it.
but you won't die from it
Well, you're
until the
gonna-
next day.
So you're in a coma at that
What?
point.
What the hell? Why would you tell me that?
You asked.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
I hate you.
Kevin. you could have maybe softened the blow a little bit. You didn't have to be graphic about it. That's gross.
Don't watch
I didn't punch you.
Okay. Just let's go to bed and go to sleep.
Don't watch at the table, like, with the map again. Like, he's, like, kind of, like, not, like, writing on it, but he's, like, plotting the route they've already been on. You can just hearing the art, like, they're going back and forth. Oh, I guess I can hear you, like, yelling, but I can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
But just from context, it's like, always the charm of the AEP. Yeah, never change, mate, never change. And he's like, all right, come on, mate, let's go to bed. Kima, you'll be fine.
Mechanically,
Thank you.
we don't have to make a check until
The next,
early morning.
When you wake up.
Oh, when we wake up? It would be once. All it says is once per day, so I assume it's when we contracted 24 hours from when we contracted the disease.
It's over the course of the next day. At some point, the disease will try and advance to the next thing. So if you're going to treat it, you need to treat it beforehand.
Gotcha.
so basically when we wake up.
Okay. Gotcha.
Chris might choose to do that just for simplicity's sake,
Oh, yeah,
but it's
also,
not
yeah.
necessarily right when you wake up.
That's true.
Well, that's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my bad.
Okay. Yeah, I see, because this happens towards the end of...
Towards the end of the, like, it was like what 4 a.m. or whatever, early morning.
Okay,
It was like 1 a.m.
we'll do this when you go to bed at night. The next time. Like,
Just so we remember.
I think that we need to have a set spot, or else we'll forget.
All right, so 24 hours
Before we
technically
go to bed.
would be when we go to bed. The next.
It'd only be off, like, for the first thing, and then after that...
Yeah.
Would be-
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
So you guys are resting. You wake up the next day, the next evening, and break camp.
Yeah.
Tent goes. Begin walking along. You're still going up the hill further and further, and you're starting to see like a pretty nice view. The trees are thinning out a little bit, so you're able to actually see out and not so much be obscured by the canopy, and it's beautiful. The moon is now starting to wane a little bit, but it's still giving you enough light that you can see everything. Yes.
Chris, you're forgetting one important thing before you leave.
What's that?
There's a check I'm supposed to make. Survival.
Oh, yes. I was doing it at the
I
end
know.
of the day, but that's fine.
Well, I have to make it before you leave.
Okay.
I would assume we're...
Yes, you want to try to aid?
I
Yeah.
automatically did.
So you guys wake up the next morning, and need that survival check.
What did I have to...
10. DC
Oh,
10.
not me.
Do you not have any survival?
Nope.
Because we get a bonus from the information that we had to our survival
Yeah,
here.
it's a +2.
But if you don't have it, then
No.
it doesn't. I aid.
So 2, 4, 6, 13. So I have to get a 5. I got a 30.
And I mean, that old stuff with what you learned with your dad's really coming back in to help, and your friends helping you. I mean, you know this. This is where you
This is my
grew up.
element. Yeah, so again, like the same thing the night before. I'm like poring over the map, like just we can go this way, we go this way. This, we can take a longer way this way, but it looks safer, quote unquote. It's more like hugging like a more denser part of the forest, so maybe they're not might not be a lot more like dangerous things there because it's just too thick. We can continue on this path here. Obviously, run into some resistance. I'm not generally opposed to taking the longer way through this thicker area. Maybe we can get lucky, maybe not.
Oh, those creatures like to go there.
He's pointing out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'd like to say that since I wasn't very talkative for the resting portion of this, I think Rat's finally cracked open the journal.
I was about to ask. I was about to...
So he just pretty much spent the night reading that a little bit.
Okay.
So
Nice.
yeah.
It's like, so... I guess, do we have a way we're going to go?
I would prefer to stay outside of the forest if we can.
Rat says, well, we could make a compass out of a little piece of metal, a magnet, and a cup of water. And that might help us better orient where we go.
That's a really good idea. Do you have any of that?
No.
Okay.
Domarsh kind of like smiles. So I see you've done some light reading there, then, mate, haven't you?
No, that's from the visor.
He just goes, yeah, of course it is. Well, like I said, the path we're on right now, it'll keep us kind of in like a lighter section of the forest, so, it's not as difficult of a terrain, but we could also run into more of whatever that was last night. It looks like I have a pretty good lay of the land here, so I'm gonna let you guys decide. It's a team effort. I want you guys' input.
I mean, that thing last night, it kind of snuck up on us, so if we're deeper into the forest, I feel like a lot more things might just sneak up on us, and I'd prefer to avoid that.
Is this more of a forest or jungle?
I said jungle.
Well,
More of a jungle topic.
it's still a
I was just
collection
curious.
of trees. So Kima votes.
Like-
not
like
the
the
heavily
path- the
wooded.
path we're on
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Hey, yeah, whatever gets us there faster.
Faster.
Again, Jesus, mate, what happened to your voice? Alright, fast it is. He folds the map up, and you're like, let's get on it.
So you begin moving, break down camp, come out from the overhang. You begin moving further northwest, staying on the path. And after an hour, you all catch sight. No problem this time. You see that creature again from the night before.
It's the same one?
I mean,
It would have
know.
like damage from like a magic missile.
yeah. I mean,
In the frozen...
you see that. Yeah. I mean, you see one of these creatures. Rat sees it the best. But is it the same one? I don't know. I mean, how many Ksariks do you hang out with?
All of them.
Three.
They're all
At
the
least
same.
one.
My
I
best
know.
friend is Ksarik. Thank you.
Yeah. So you see it's kind of like standing up like on a high outcropping, just looking at you, and it turns and just walks off. And you get the sense like it's definitely trailing you. You've got Karikis trailing you. This thing's trailing you. You keep walking for about another hour, and then you hear like something completely different that you've heard before this entire journey, which you've been on for 7 days now.
Has it been 7 days?
Yeah, you hear, "Help! Help! Why? Somebody!" Off in the distance.
Scary. Looks like somebody needs our help.
All right, let's check it out.
Hey, hold on a minute. I know this is a stretch, but there was a group ahead of us. What are the chance? Now again, this is a huge stretch. I'm being paranoid here, but what if it's just a creature like mimicking that sound to get to draw us near it?
Is that a thing? Does that happen?
There are some animals that can do that. Yes.
Parrot. But an angry
Then
one.
we'll have to put it down like we put down that weird plant monster thing. No offense, EP.
Domarsh kind of like,
Just take it cautiously.
all right.
I could use the experience, Domash.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, we just head off to the side of the.
So you're following.
I have my laser
Sound.
rifle out, by the
Gonna
way.
be stealthy.
I'm not going to be stealthy.
I'm probably not going to roll that well, but we can try.
I'm gonna try and be
Sure,
stealthy.
we're all stealthy
Yay,
like.
yay.
Jesus.
not terrible.
Of course it
Actually, I got a 25.
12,
25.
25,
does.
8.
All
So
right, Tomash and Kima, go first.
Domash and Kima, the two obviously huge stealthy people.
Oh,
yeah, Rats and EP are like, yeah, we got a stealth. And the first step, crack.
And And then you look down and see EP's legs breaking.
So you make your way about 100 feet. The trees really start to thin out here, and you see like a wide open space where there's a clearing. And in the middle of it, there's a body just laying on the ground, and you can see it like barely moving. Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Help me! Why? Why did they leave me? Help!
Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck.
I want to look around to see if like there's anything around here besides.
Yeah,
Roll
I
a perception.
definitely. I want a perception within 30 feet of me. Probably nothing.
Oh, it's a 26. 22. I lied.
13.
12.
22.
22.
Not 26. I lied.
You look around. This clearing seems completely empty,
Clear.
except for this figure in the middle.
And what is
It's about 100 feet away from you.
Human?
It's a humanoid figure. From where you are, though, like,
Oh,
you don't know
okay.
exactly.
Do you take like negatives if you were to shoot a weapon you're not proficient in?
Yes.
What's the negative?
2, 4?
I don't know.
What do you ask?
I was gonna give like rats the cryo rifle because like I'm gonna walk up to it, just cover me, and like and if you see something move that isn't me or it,
You go to give it to him, he pulls out, he like calls his pistol, like,
I have a gun.
oh well, fuck me for trying to be nice then. So he just puts her up, and Domar's gonna like cautiously step out towards the man.
How big's the clearing again?
I mean, this clearing is probably about 50, 60 feet in diameter.
Yeah, but like he has his like every few steps, he has his rifle out. Like he'll take a few steps towards him. He'll stop, like look around, take a few steps, stop, look around, make sure like he's listening.
Okay.
Rats is kind of keeping like a halfway point between you and the rest of the group,
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
so you have
You
some
make a check?
backup if there's a.
Perception.
To
I thought
did
you-
see
I
if
thought
there's
you-
anything else around. Oh no.
Sorry, I thought you were gonna ask me to make another thing. I was like,
So you're taking your time, looking around. You're going to go right up to this person. So you get up there and you look down, and before you even see the face of this person, you see a familiar symbol on the uniform, and it's the Cult of the Devourer symbol.
oh
See you next week.
fuck. Oh no, we've wandered into something we should not have wandered into.
Yeah.
Hey guys, make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience. I wanna know.
What love is.
All right, we're recording.
Not the song I was singing.
Oh,
That's
I gotta
right.
turn the thing.
It was the song from Tarzan, I think. Did Phil Collins do like the entire album?
I think he did.
Yeah, he was Tarzan.
I remember a video of him like banging on trash cans, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world because I'm weird.
You, Jane, me play drums. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Hold on.
Tarzan.
I was raised by these apes for all my life.
Tarzan.
Improv.